What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, backing up with another video. That's right, I'm keeping the MSFers alive, Rip Run 7. We love you, buddy. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a couple things. First up, we've got Temporal Dimension live in-game, and as you can see, I've already done one of my runs, and I will show you my team that I used to get through it. For those of you who don't know, I did core unlock Shuri, and then I had some cores for Hank as well. I got like 122 shards, but then I had a generous donator by the name of One Pride give me some money to be able to buy Hank to get ready for Captain Brexit, which is incredible. So this was the team I used. But going off of this team here, I literally was able to auto basic throughout the entire thing. Also, here is my Cabal. My Cabal's beefy. This is as big as you get with a Cabal. I'm just waiting on Leader to be farmable more, to show up at the Cosmic Crucible store. But Pocket Dimension in general, I've heard it's a non-event. It's ridiculously easy. I literally auto basic through the entire thing for funsies. It was ridiculously easy, and guess what? The rewards kind of suck. So I don't have the rewards for the first time, but I do have the rewards for the second run. You do get a 3 diamond Mr. Fantastic, which is great, saving me some diamond promos. And if you'll see from a Cosmic Crucible video that I'll have out soon, Mr. Fantastic hits like a freight train, and with some diamonds on him, he's going to be absolutely disgusting. But as for Crimson Gear, we get the uniques for each of the characters on the Illuminati team, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. So we get the one for Shuri, we get the one for Hank, and we get 6 of these because this is for Hank and Black Bolt, which I think is also pretty cool. We get 4 for Captain Britain, we get 4 for Iron Man, which he's hitting the bench unless you're not getting Captain Brexit. And then 4 for Mr. Fantastic, which is cool. I like that. I think that's pretty generous. That's pretty generous. I like that, right? But then we get down here. What am I doing with a third of a Mystic piece? I need 18 of these per Mystic character, per Mystic slot. And most characters need 3 slots, so it's 54. What am I doing with 6 of these? This is 1/9 of what I need for one character. Now, Tech Gear. What am I doing with 9 of these? This isn't great either. This is terrible. Give me 18 of these minimum. This is terrible. And then Origin Gear, what we all need. We have Arcane Powder. 35 Arcane Powder is absolutely disgustingly low. 30 of the esoteric glyphs, I think it is. 22 of the vials. And then Tech Gear, only 55 of these. This gets you one. This doesn't even get you 1 piece of Mystic Gear or of Tech Gear on a character. And then the biggest slap in the face is, what in tarnation are we gonna do with 80 catalysts? I've needed 5,000 to get through a Dark Dimension. What are we doing with 80? This is ridiculous. And then 20 health catalysts, you need like 1,300 of these to get through. 200 damage catalysts, I still need like 350 more to finish DD7, and I'm on the back end. Focus Cats, 20 of them? What am I doing with these? No! Take out the armor catalyst and take out the resistance catalyst because we don't need those, and give us way more of the health, focus, and damage cats because these are absolutely terrible. And not only are the rewards terrible, the gameplay is also terrible. And then they have the balls to say, this event is very challenging. Really? Challenging for who? Is it free to play? Because maybe, yeah, absolutely. Free to play is pretty challenging, probably. But I've even heard the 3 reworks on for Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, and Iron Man. I said Mr. Fantastic twice because Iron Man's so useless. I've heard that you can get through it with G17 level 90. So you don't even need to invest in them that much, and you are able to get through this. And if you're having trouble with this, guess what? You can just go over to your inbox here, and you can get some 250 recharge packs. But guess what? We still have the 6,000 they gave us from before. And then you know what we also have is daily rewards. We're getting another 250 times 6, which I think is 1,500 if I'm not doing math incorrectly. So free to play. This is a great event for you guys. You guys are going to get some great rewards. Crimson Gear that you're never going to use for a while. 3 diamond Mr. Fantastic. So I hope that's awesome. And then there's random character shards for like Gwenpool and I think like Mr. Fantastic and maybe Black Bolt. I don't know. It was some useless characters that I didn't need it at all. But yeah, like this event is a non-event. I literally played on it on auto basic. But the only good thing that came out of this was this. And it happened twice. This was awesome. 20 Pimpow Orbs, which the drop rates on these are not great, right? But I've seen upwards of 20, 30 people saying they got 100 drop of Hank here. I have I think 3 or 4 people in my alliance who got 100 drop in my alliance alone. 20 more Shuri shards, which is great. I'm almost at a 5-star already, which is awesome. The event's still running for 5 more days. We got 16 of the Crimson Gear Orbs, which is okay, I guess. Again, I need Origin Gear, so I'll take it. Some Armory 19 Orbs, which is great too. Again, fine. Some training materials, that's kind of negligible, 1.5 million. But for free-to-play players, that's awesome. That's 3 million gold worth of training mats. And then the login streak was great as well. So I really, really do like that because we had a lot of Facebook login issues. So I think that was the response to that. But overall, Pocket Dimension is a non-event. I literally full autoed it and didn't even do anything. And like I said, I'm being told Iron Man at gear tier 17, level 90 can get through it with the 2 other reworks who are safe to build up. So if you want to build up Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic a little bit higher to be able to carry your Iron Man who you don't want to build, then absolutely go for it. But to say this is fun, engaging content, it's kind of ridiculous. I really am not a fan of it at all. But the only thing good that came out of this is free 3 diamonds for Mr. Fantastic for some slightly engaged players, probably like mid-level game players. And I also wanted to talk about, since we're talking about Temporal Dimension, let's talk about Dark Dimension as well. I have officially started Cosmic, and as you can see, I'm already done with Node 1. And the team I brought in is Eternals, the Void Knight, Kang, and Stitcher. I did not bring Vol because I wanted to keep the Osmium and the Mystic Gear ready to go. Osmium for Nova and Mystic Gear for Doom and Dorm. This team has been absolutely slapping these nodes with little to no effort. 3 attacks on Node 1. Node 2, I've done 1 attack, and I'm already a third of the way through the node. I literally have Eternals ults back up turn 1. I think I have Kang ult up turn 1. The things I would watch out for is these Green Goblins hit like an absolute freight train. Their ults hit like 7 times each, and they're doing 1 million plus damage on each hit. So the node is a little difficult, but it's not too terrible, honestly. And the fact that I brought in Stitcher, who's literally just a placeholder and does absolutely nothing, is pretty awesome. And then I'll go over to my roster and show you guys my legendary selections. So for legendary, the only ones I have to build left are going to be Nova and Rogue. I am bringing in Old Man Logan, obviously, Black Cat, and Green Goblin Classic. And then for Mythic, I'm going to be bringing in Kestrel, Doom, Scroll, and then obviously Apocalypse. I'm doing Doom because Doom is going to be used for that cheese on the last node to be able to kill Mephisto before he takes a turn, so you can get through it so much faster. If you have not seen that video, go over to Dorky Dad's channel. It's an incredible video. You literally use Doom ult just before Mephisto goes on the field, before he puts his battlefield effect out, and you can literally one-shot Mephisto and kill him before he does anything, and then the rest of the node literally falls apart. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Temporal Dimension. Some great free gifts that we got from the mailbox, and then some pretty mediocre gifts that we got from the actual Temporal Dimension, which are seen here. But I guess free rewards are free rewards, right? So at least free-to-play can get through it pretty good as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.